Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your mid-month tarot advice video for the month of April. I'm going to do a little bit of a check-in and see what you need to know for the rest of the month, but as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if anything does happen to resonate, then you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to go ahead and give this a real good shuffle and see, like I said, what energies are coming up, what challenges you might be facing, or any advice you might need to know for these last 2 weeks of April. We have the Two of Pentacles jumping out at us, and I believe the Two of Cups. That's such an interesting energy. Maybe a partnership on the horizon for you, but you need to have an open space in your calendar, an open time for it to come through. Let's see what the overall energy is for the rest of the month. We have the Emperor. This was very fitting. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like you're so heavily focused on growth, prosperity, career, being a leader in your life, you know. I keep wanting to say the Emperor card to me feels like being in your prime energy, having new beginnings and new starts. Again, I really do feel like it is focused on building wealth, prosperity, and growth. You're really wanting to be someone that is productive and hardworking, and it almost like sticks to their word. And I feel like that's something that you're really striving for this month here. So the main challenge or blockage, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So I am seeing the struggle of this here, of having to let go of maybe your old ideas, old habits, making space for the new. But really what you are doing is moving away from chaos, moving away from storms, and moving into a lot more calmer times, a lot more peace, especially in your mental world here. Your advice is the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. So planning, and taking action. You know, there is a lot of possibilities out there. So this is not the time for you to be thinking small. Plan big. You know, you have the world in the palm of your hand, and there are so many different choices and decisions that you can make. But really, it is about you having that Emperor energy, that fiery energy to really take the reins and go after what it is that you want. 222 on the timer here. We also have for your outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So I feel like you really are trying to push for change, push for growth. The energy of the month is the King of Pentacles, is the Emperor. You're striving for that. The Knight of Pentacles is you actually making the effort towards it. Your outcome is you starting that, maturing, growing, taking the steps. With the Five of Swords, there might be some competition, some mental dragging. You might find that your brain is kind of trying to talk you out of a lot of things, or maybe other people are, and they might just not get the big picture that you're seeing here. You also have the World and Death on the bottom of the deck here. So you're closing old chapters, and really this is a time of transformation for you here. Big things, big changes. You're really closing out old chapters and stepping into the new, but it is about making sure you have enough time for the connections that you want to make and the things that you're planning to do here. We're going to go ahead and clarify for you here. So this Two of Pentacles and this Two of Cups, and 222 is very significant for you right now. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups. What is this for our lovely Scorpio watching this video? What is this Two of Pentacles and Two of Cups to them? Please clarify for me, Spirit. Because I think this is about you opening up time for a partnership, a connection, potentially a soulmate connection, the Fool. So it is a new beginning here. And it comes off the back of this World card, of you closing out an old chapter to be able to make space for something new. We also had the Six of Cups coming out, so this could be a nostalgic connection, an old friend. I'm also feeling like the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so it really is about building a new emotional connection to a past friend, or rekindling an old relationship here in a new way. I do feel that maybe there could be some fire energy coming through, particularly Aries, but take that as it resonates. For this Emperor energy, can we clarify that for our lovely Scorpios? What is this Emperor energy? Page of Cups. And one more, clarifying this Emperor energy, the Nine of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you really are done dreaming small. You've realized like there is a lot bigger and better out there, and it's about you having the confidence. I wasn't going to say it like that. I was going to say it's about you having the balls to just like be like, I don't want to dream big. I'm not going to let my emotions hold me back anymore. I'm really going to chase what I want and nurture what I want and find this growth. King of Pentacles, I think, is all about that energy. But let's clarify just to be sure. What is this King of Pentacles for Scorpio, please, Spirit? What is this King of Pentacles? Please clarify. We have the King of Cups. So again, it is about building this emotional maturity, but also building enough maturity to have a future, to have abundance, prosperity, stability, and success. The Four of Pentacles is your main challenge here. So the Three of Pentacles. So collaborating is not easy for you, but it also is the Ace of Cups. It's honestly weird how closely tied your emotional world is to your, I feel like I want to say it is your career or your money or whatever these pentacles is. It usually is about the physical world in some way. Your emotions are very heavily tied to it. And I feel like when other people try to give advice, it feels like they are encroaching on it. And I feel like that is why you are kind of moving solo here. It's interesting. I feel like you kind of, in a way, you do need to have this distance of some kind between your emotions and your money, your career, whatever it is, because I feel like there is this friction there. The Six of Swords. What is this for a lovely Scorpio? Please clarify. Six of Swords with the Ace of Swords. One more card. The Two of Wands. Gaining clarity on what you want and what you don't want. Again, you've had the chaos, you've had the drama, and it is going to be a blockage this month of moving away from it, of getting out of it. You're understanding, okay, I don't want to be around this drama, I don't want to be around this negativity, I need to have distance here, I need to separate. You're gaining that clarity, but it's about actually making a move on that and making steps for like, okay, well, if this happens, here is my backup plan, you know? If I have to be around that, here are accommodations that I can make for myself. That's something that you're having to kind of grapple with this rest of the month here. The Ace of Wands is your advice, though. I feel like it really is dream big, Scorpio. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you got to let go of those little ideas of what's holding you back, of I don't have enough money, I don't have enough resources, I don't have enough time. Dream big. Ask the universe, like, honestly, the Lovers, it is about making that choice. Again, with the Two of Pentacles and the Lovers, I feel like you do have to kind of weigh up your options, let go of what is no longer serving you, you know, get your I was going to say get your finances, but also get your schedule in check, get your calendar in check. Stop spreading yourself so thin here and make the choice to put yourself first. We also have the Magician here. So manifestation is really happening for you. The universe is providing you with tools, but it's about you making the time and the effort to use the tools and work with the universe and provide yourself with these manifestations. For the Two of Wands, what is this for Scorpio? I think it is just about following through, doing what you say, keeping your word to yourself here, like making that be more important than your word to other people at this time. Have the Page of Swords. I think, yeah, that is where you're going to gain a lot of maturity. Maturity is when you start keeping your word to yourself, you know, first and foremost. Yeah, it's not, you don't have to cut people off, you don't have to not talk to your friends, but I think putting yourself first or treating yourself like you would treat a friend is going to be very beneficial to you at this time. The Knight of Pentacles. We have the Devil. And this is for your outcome. So there is friction here. This is a learning curve, you know. There is no guidebook for this, and you're going to make mistakes, and it's not going to be perfect, and it's not going to be easy. And I feel like, again, there is a lot of emotional friction here. You've got a lot on your plate, and it ties very heavily, I feel, to your career and to your emotional well-being. And this, I do feel like it is a love connection that you're trying to make time for, but I feel like you are really just biting off more than you can chew. So how can we, King of Swords, it is about being stern and keeping your word. And again, you're not going to have to always, you won't always do things traditionally the way that everybody else does it, and everybody else does it, and that can cause friction, but the right people will stick around that. again, this energy is of putting yourself first, but also making time and opening up that it doesn't all have to be work, you know, and that is where you're spreading yourself in. Dream big. There's bigger things out there for you. There are opportunities coming in for you. There is a lot of growth. You are building future success and future security, but you also have to enjoy the little things along the way. So making connections, having time to have fun and do things that just are fun for the emotions, not because they provide you with money or provide you with furthering your career or provide you with an opportunity. Do it for the fun of it. Do something for the fun of it, okay, Scorpio? Don't work so hard, please. That is all I have for your reading here. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. And if you watched this far, I truly, truly appreciate you.